And chat, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we are finishing up A Realm Reborn. We just have single-player stuff left to do. I'm led to believe that it'll take me 3 to 4 hours to finish. So that's likely to be the whole stream. But if we finish in, like, 2 hours... we'll do some of the dungeons and trials that, the level 50 dungeons and trials that I haven't touched. Alright, let me join the voice chat. Heyo!
Hello, hello.
How's it going?
Alright. Getting deeper into Pokemon.
Yeah, you've got 5 badges, 4 Titans, and 2 star bases done, I believe you said.
That's right.
How are you liking it?
It's pretty good. Now I just need a game with this sort of gameplay set in Johto, then I'll be very happy.
Oh, that would be so nice.
Johto, best region.
I'm a big fan of the Gen 2 games and the Gen 4 remakes of the Gen 2 games, but Gen 9 is my favorite Pokemon game now.
Yeah,
Like,
well, it'll be hard pressed to beat Soul Silver for me, but I very much like the Johto games.
the ending of the story is my favorite in any Pokemon game and one of my favorites out of any RPG I've ever played. So look forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Pokemon, besides the black and white games, does tend to have a bit of a low bar when it comes to stories.
Well, yes, but this one's very good.
Yeah.
All right, why isn't my quest list loaded in? There we go. Right, I have 2 quests at the start for this story. Search for Totaro at the Arcanist Guild.
Oh yeah, somebody left a message in the free company message book.
Oh.
Yeah, it said, "Gay cat in your FC house." More likely than you think.
Nice. Tataru. 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 Yeah, we're definitely doing her first.
I been a bit lazy when it comes to earning MGP this week, so it's probably going to take me another 2 weeks to get the new mount.
Jesus, how much are you earning per day?
Varies, but I'm basically getting about 500,000 a week.
Good lord.
MGP's easy. I'm actually doing quite well with Gil this week though. I'm just shy of 40 million on my main now.
Damn, nice. 1 sec. Okay. Alright, where is she? Tataru?
Nope, I do not wish to join the Arcanist Guild. Nope, bye.
She hasn't loaded in yet. Oh,
She
sup,
might be
Milena?
downstairs.
She might be downstairs. Ah.
There she is.
Ah, Tataru, the level 1 Arcanist. She'll have to work hard to catch up. Oh, she's got a straight-up class outfit now. In her pink and red, of course. Lore, what are you doing here? I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Tataru Taro, her last name is Taru? Shall become a great and powerful arcanist.
Lalafell have rhyming names.
That's true. And now, at Mistress Thubergeim's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise. Until we meet again. Take me along, I just obliterate whatever she's fighting.
There is something trying to harm Tataru. It must die.
Oh, wait. It's just on this level? Thubergeim.
I think the game considers the verticality of the two areas similar enough that it's not really registering that they're on.
Oh yeah, I had that problem with Tataru as well.
Yeah.
Yo, Thubergeim. Greetings, and welcome to the Arcanists Guild. Do you require assistance? So you are acquainted with our newest member. I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I fear young Tataru may not be ideally suited to the study of Arcanima. Nevertheless, she would not be denied, and goes now to undertake her first trial, a simulated inspection of 3 crates. A simple task, some might say, but one all Arcanists are expected to complete. A thought occurs to me. Why not supervise Tataru's training? You are clearly an accomplished adventurer, and given your relationship with the girl, you seem an ideal person to have on hand. Her trial will be conducted at the cliffs south of the Zephyr Gate. You need only observe at a distance. All the better for her confidence. South of the Zephyr Gate.
You can just teleport to middle inertia.
Or I could teleport to the Limsa Limits and lower decks and just go out the door.
No, I mean using the Ethernet.
Right. Is there an Ethernet right here? There is. I always forget you can do that. This is the exact same quest for her as it would be for you. Oh, cool.
Yeah, she wasn't bullshitting when she said all Arcanists have to go through it.
Oh, there are the crates. Am I sneaky enough to avoid Tataru's suspicions? Tataru's a Lalafell, of course she has problems with verticality. She was so short it read her as being on the lower floor. Or as your seas to pirate's port, where she met her shining jewel. For to bring the smuggler's plans to naught, came the lass whom none could fool. Beat 'em with a backdraft, gut 'em with a gust, deck 'em with a downburst, go carbuncle go. Oh, are those crates I spy? She's having a good time. Ah, and this must be the true test. But we're ready for them, aren't we, Carbuncle? Leave the little shaky anteater alone. Carbuncle's going after something else. Carbuncle? Oh, all right, bye. Oh no. Uh-oh. Time for a rescue. Oh, she's got purple eyes. That's cute.
So, Little bit of flavour. That shouldn't be possible.
The carbuncle abandoning her like that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's they're not supposed to have that kind of sapience, and the sheer amount of ether that would be required to grant them, the kind of sapience that would be needed for them to just disobey and abandon you, is astronomical. So what does that say about Tataru?
Interesting. I should have known you'd come, Lore. You needn't say a word. Your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. Well, maybe you just need a different class. I can introduce you to the Thaumaturgist Guild. I will inform Mistress Thubergeim of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcanima, like so much else, is beyond me.
Oh.
Poor Tataru. Oh, she's crying. Don't cry, Tataru. That player is named Jerfanox Schreiber. Hell of a name.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Minda, how's it going?
Going good.
How was lunch?
Got my lunch. Got my cat. He's being very needy right now.
Aren't they all? The cat I'm cat-sitting has started jumping up on my bed when I go to bed to beg me to pet her all night. Back so soon? How fared our fledgling arcanist? Abysmally, Mistress Thubergeim. Abysmally, as Lore will testify. I was wrong to become an arcanist. Wrong as usual. I am completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you to gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcanima. Were it not so, you would have struggled even to summon Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured level 1 adventurer in their service. Would you not agree? Of course, Tataru's the heart of the team. You are too kind, Mistress Thubergeim. Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. Aw, a little curtsy. So that was the whole quest, huh? Alright. To Camp Tranquil, I guess.
She's got
Yeah, there's another quest.
Oh. It just hadn't finished load. Oh, Tataru hadn't loaded in. Okay. Tataru is considering her next course of action and how you might aid her in it. As fetching as these garments are, I fear I shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Stones without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Wonderful! Then to Costa del Sol we will go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off.
There's a ferry to Costa del Sol if you want to take an extra second to save some gil.
Sure.
All right, go to the come over to the Aetheryte and teleport to the Fisherman's Guild.
Nice Metal Gear Solid Raiden outfit, by the way.
Yeah, I like it. But yeah, Sword Princess will hang me if I don't tell you how to save money on transportation.
I mean, is he Raiden or is he Pepsi Man?
This is a little bit more Pepsi Man than Raiden, I would have to agree.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, the other big Final Fantasy news this week has been that they added a new Ultimate tier fight, which has been fun to watch. The race to world first progress on that.
Yeah, Danny's been trying it. I think he mentioned.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, I've not been trying it, but my static still needs to finish P8S in order to even unlock that.
Oh yeah, you have to do the Savages to unlock it.
We've gotten to the final mechanic of P8S twice more actually.
Nice.
Lucky. But yeah, following there have been some hilarious developments as people try to strategize their way through that fight.
Was it you, Danny, who showed me that apparently the buff cap?
Yes.
The buff cap, yes.
Like,
The buff cap is hilarious. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, apparently, and this is a problem that has rarely ever come up in the history of the game, a character can only have 30 buffs or debuffs at any one time before the game loses track of them. So if you, say, have 25 debuffs on you, which is something the boss does, all of a sudden you can't get your buffs, and some classes have buffs that they need to just function. And so some classes literally, they've switched, the top tier guilds have switched from dancer to machinist, because machinist is a class that is a job that uses less buffs. And that's hilarious because, right now, dancer is the strongest range DPS in the game, and machinist is the weakest by a wide margin. But that one little thing that they've got going for them, all of a sudden they're the top tier job for this one specific fight. That's one way to buff machinist, I suppose.
I suppose.
People have been asking for machinist buffs for a year now, and there you go. It's required for the hardest fight in the game right now. It's doesn't get more buffed than that, right?
Yeah.
Right?
You okay there, Count Bob?
What?
What the hell?
What's going on in chat?
Kind of looks like somebody's autocorrect went nuts.
Or do they just literally smash their keyboard? Then they wouldn't have so many spaces. What's up with that?
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Hello, Cat Bob. Oh, the phone was in his pocket.
Phone in your pocket. Yeah, there you go. That'll do it.
Yeah, okay, I'm thinking we'll stop there.
Totaro once again with excellent taste in hats.
Yes.
Yes, this is it. This is where the man at the Drowning Wench told me to look. There is a certain variety of clam which can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore, one which produces the most marvelous pearls. However, these clams are also coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. So you didn't ask for my help, you just assumed I would help. I mean, I'm going to. I'm going to help you. I wouldn't say no, but it's a little presumptuous of you, Tataru.
I mean, is it presumptuous if it's true?
Does it still count as asking in... That's something I struggle with. Does it still count as asking in good faith if you know the answer is going to be yes or no? Oh, hey, hand buddies.
Hey! Sinister and Dexter.
What fortune! I've already found one. Would you be so kind as to keep watch while I work? This should only take a moment for my tiny arms to pry open a large clam. There's a hostile presence. Fortunately, we don't have to protect Tataru from it in battle. Where the hell is it? Oh, hello.
It's behind you. I've not been to a pantomime in years. To be fair, the last pantomime I went to was rather dull. There was only one good joke. There's a gay bar in my city called Fuel, and one of the lines was, "I've been talking to the fairies," and they just said, "What are you been doing in Fuel?"
That thing is way too big to be eating clams that Tataru has any hope of prying open. Well fought, Lore, well fought! I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. So named for their reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make charms for everyone, so that no matter where they go, they will always come home. Aww. It's sort of the power to defend myself and other people, in a way. Right, well, I mustn't keep Flamin waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the Scions in the Lominson markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the antecedent, and tell her that she needn't worry about me. Farewell, Lore, and thank you for everything. That sounded rather final, didn't it? How about, until we meet again? We'd better meet again soon, Tataru. You're a blessing.
Tataru, the show's the other way.
Oh, she's waving at me. Another giant snake swoops in at her.
Meanwhile, there are two dead bodies over to your left.
I almost typed what a gloat. If you actually use the play dead emote, you which is from the
You're face down, right?
yeah, you actually are in like a drowned position.
All right, pray return to the Rising Stones.
We might as well go to Camp Tranquil and go back to Rising Stones when they converge.
Oh, true. That is true. Camp Tranquil. Unsettled scholar. At last, the Scion's woman deigns to grace me with her presence. Okay, you don't have to open like that. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries.
I mean, we did kind of delay them in order to go watch a friend.
Oh, I misunderstood the emphasis he was using in that sentence. Okay, that's much less dismissive and sexist than I thought it was.
Well, he's still dismissive, just not sexist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it said the Scion's man to me.
Our first destination is Isomhar. Come, we are late enough as it is. Roland Day and Irel. Why are we overlooking them? Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Then please, stand at an appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts.
Can we just push him in the hole? Violet flytraps, as opposed to scarlet ones.
They made the wrong game choice, is what they did.
You realize I'm playing Violet?
Yes, and I think you are incorrect.
You are entitled to be wrong.
I see we have both completed our respective tasks. A satisfactory outcome. Though if I could make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. I do not like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Oh, come on. Now then, Snake Molt awaits. Shall we? Snake Molt?
Can you actually find it? You can.
Yeah. There was some meme, I think Lore was the one who showed it to me, of a chart, and on the one side it's like all the reasons to pick Violet, and it's like better exclusive Pokemon, better this, better that, better school uniform, and then on the Scarlet side is just a picture of the professor.
I disagree with a large portion of that meme, but it was still pretty funny.
Yeah, and it's like it does have a good point, I gotta say though. About that.
I am too gay to care.
Well, you picked the right game then.
For that one, on that criteria.
I have seen people talking about him being a thirst trap.
He absolutely is.
Yeah.
I mean, they both are, that's the thing.
Right about here, yes. As before, I would ask that you keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. Alright, where's the destination point? Deep Void Death Mouse? I want a pet Deep Void Death Mouse. Can I summon that? That's more dangerous than Bahamut.
Reminds me of the tiny rat boss from Hades.
Now that's a Deep Void Death Mouse.
Yeah. Zag's reaction to that boss is so good. It's like, oh, it's just a little mouse. Oh, gods!
Deep Void Death Mouse is the name of a heavy metal band. You're right. Fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected. Though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I am not given to superstition, but there is a queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let us quit this place and return to Roots Lake. We have one more site to survey. Wait, which dungeon is this?
I forgot what it's called.
Amdapor Keep.
Amdapor Keep. It's also where we fought. It's also where we fought Gilgamesh last time.
Ah, okay, so not quite blasphemous.
Amdapor Keep or Lost City of Amdapor they are the homeland of the White Mages, who crafted the art in order to protect themselves against the Black Mages of Ma, leading to war.
The Mage Wars.
Yeah, the War of the Magi.
Mm-hmm. Which caused one of the calamities. The fourth?
Yeah. The sixth. It's the one that
It was the flood.
Yeah, the one that led to the establishment of the world as it currently is.
Mm-hmm.
Why did my steed stop galloping in midair? It's just floating now.
Sometimes you just like do a little flying floaty thing.
Yeah. They cycle between the two.
Yeah. Just so the one animation doesn't get stale.
I suppose. As before, my guardian, pray leave me to my task and ensure our safety. I want to see if you drag me into the fight. You do, okay.
Yeah, because we're in the pack together. This way we don't end up with two sets of them.
Man, these fights are much less threatening than the giant snake.
True.
Oh, silenced. Come on.
Makes no difference to me, I don't have my divine magic yet. Most of the paladin's damage at high level comes from his magic.
Yeah.
This data should prove invaluable to... Ye gods, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantoises while my back was turned? Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothing reeking of blood and offal. So, do giant turtles smell bad?
Something cloaca.
Hey, everything's got a cloaca. They're not special.
Opinions are like cloacas.
You chose to paddle in the Ichor a while longer, I take it. No, I didn't. I came straight here. No matter. I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear that there has been a measurable decrease in Eorzea's ambient ether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. Durability Draught and Spirit Bond Potion. Yet more useless crap.
Draft.
Yeah.
Right, draft. For our next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's Fount. The ambient ether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now come along. Oh yeah, I should summon Pixel.
What level is Pixel at, by the way? You might need a Thavnarian onion soon.
Companion, rank 8.
Getting closer.
Is it weird that my favorite mount I've got is Pixel? Like, I like chocobos, and I've got an attachment to that one in particular.
Yeah, chocobos are nice.
He's your chocobo. Of course you're going to have an attachment to him. Honestly, my chocobo and my main character has a little bit of a story to it. I've got the sort of kart racer game, Chocobo Racing, and from the PS1, and I've had it since I was a kid. And when you complete the story mode, your score is added up, and depending on your points, you can assign up to 100 points to various stats to create your own create your own character, and it can be recolors of any of the playable characters. Well, when one run I got 98 out of 100 points, so I created a silver-colored chocobo called Ultima. And
nice.
I loved playing as that little guy, but one day my memory card corrupted and I lost him.
Oh.
So when I got my chocobo on this, he's purple, but I named him Ultima after that one.
Nice.
I'm a sentimental type.
You should be more than familiar with the procedure by now. Pray, find a suitable position from which to keep watch while I take measurements.
Also, Dave, who I played with us, he was my partner in 14 before we lost him. He, as a way to sort of be a parallel to Ultima, named his Atma after the mistranslation from the SNES version of Final Fantasy VI.
Aw, that's fun. Yes, yes. Quite high, yet still markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th Astral Era. Could the presence of a primal account for the difference? Or is there something else? Something else? Something else. Scion! Scion, come here! I need you! Do you need me to absorb some ether and explode? Oh, hello. Is that Ilberd? No, it's Wilred. Oh, he's turbo dead. Fear not, my friends. Help has arrived. There you are, Lore. Hori and I were worried when you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Gutted like a hog, but not by one, no. These wounds were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight, either. Nary a mark on his sword or his shield. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What cause had Wilred to come here? Oh, what should we do? Relax, Scholar. You aren't involved. We'll take care of this. We will see to the Scholar's protection, Lore. I and the boy's remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The antecedent will want to know what happened here. And so do I.
Okay, didn't deserve this.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, he tried to summon a primal, but...
That was a misguided, not malevolent.
Exactly.
Yeah. You learned from that mistake.
Yeah. We spoke a few times in the Rising Stones. He wasn't as experienced as some of the other Braves, but gods, he had passion. Gods, what a waste. Pray leave matters here to us, Lore. You must return to the Rising Stones and inform the antecedent at once. I've never been this close to a... Oh, gods.
Well, he's unsettled now.
Sure the fuck is.
Honestly, I think it would be kind of amusing if that had just said settled scholar up until that point.
Sam is back. Announcing your presence at all times. Anyone home? Oh, no one's home. That's ominous.
Well, the signs themselves are off doing diplomatic stuff with the leaders of the areas, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone's just busy.
Let's deal with Tataru first, because she's the most important here. Lore, you have returned, and you seem troubled. Did the role of escort chafe so?
You've done it the wrong way around if you wanted to do Taru first.
Whoops. I guess Wilred was the least among us. I thought she was talking about Tataru.
Is that a pun on The Last Among Us? Or is that a Last of Us?
It's The Last of Us is the name of the game.
True.
Wilred, dead? Mayhap murdered? By the 12, how can that be? I will send word to Alphino at once. He will want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Wilred's family. Gods, he was just a boy. Who would do this, and why? Give me that silver piece. 500 gil is my reward.
I think that's probably a Bible reference. It sounds like the beginning of some kind of religious quote, like "the least among us are worth blah blah blah," something to that effect.
Also, that bumped me up over level 56.
Yeah.
It's been like 3 months since I last leveled up.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
I have got several jobs that are level 60 and only just hit Heavensward because I'm a little bit ahead of you in MSQ.
Welcome home, Lore. I gather you found Tataru in Limsa Lominsa. My, it sounds as though she had quite an adventure. And while it did not end as she had hoped, I suspect that it will prove to be a valuable experience. I dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. That's it? No ceremony? Is she back? Though recent events weigh heavily on our minds, we must needs set them aside for now. We are come to a defining moment in Eorzean history. The grand commemoration of our joint defense of Ishgard, the first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight in common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean alliance. Failing that, it should at the very least serve to bring our nations closer together. One sec. All right, back.
That was 9 seconds, not just one.
We have every reason to raise our voices in celebration, do we not? We have bested Dravanians and Ashians both. Against desperate odds we have fought and won. But the primals still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation. And our triumphs, remarkable though they are, were bought at a terrible price. Yeah, I miss her too. Brave adventurers and allies, broken on the steps of faith. And before our eyes, in this very room, our dear friend Moonbreda. This is the victory we have wrought, and it is as bitter ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all of our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front, that we might serve as a beacon of hope to all. It seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet us in Ul'dah, that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Tataru and Lamin a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. No, the party doesn't start until Tataru walks in.
Oh.
Open the door, and there's Tataru just waiting for us. Still in her swimsuit. Because that's definitely royal dress, right? Off to the big soiree, Lore. Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not. You don't look best pleased, lass. Something on your mind? By the Navigator, Wilred's dead? Why did you clap at that? Gods damn it! They must know they've been rumbled. I mean, sod it. 'Tis past time we had this talk. After our last conversation, I got to thinking about where certain funds were coming from. So I had to dig around, on the quiet like, and sure enough, I found it. Seems a fair bit of coins made its way into the Braves' coffers, courtesy of a Dodo Consortium. A daft name for a business, if ever I heard one, which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went through the ledgers again and found another half-dozen donations from organizations with stupid, bloody names. Didn't take long to find the common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. Oh, I'll give the bastard credit. He showed up for the amateurs we are. He showed us up for the amateurs we are. Short of calling one of his businesses the bloody bribery consortium, I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions. The gods only know how many men of the first and third are taking Telegi's coin. But now we know as some of them are. I'd wager me right eye they're the ones what did for Wilred. The earnest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kind of questions. Bound to attract attention he was. Should have seen it at the time, but I didn't. Gods damn me. Still, I don't see what Telegi hopes to accomplish. He hid his scheme with all the care of a drunk pissing into the wind. No, he's cleverer than this, so we need to be clever too. That's the only way we'll ever repay this debt of blood. We'll purge every one of them traitorous bastards from our ranks. On that you have me word. I'm worried about Ilberd and his loyalties. And Lore, mind yourself when you're in Ul'dah, eh? We're heading into a storm. I can smell it. The kind what'll sweep a man overboard and drag him under, for he knows it. All right, Mephilia on the Royal Promenade. To Ulda. Alright, which Aetheryte do I go to? Chamber of Rule? Yeah.
Yes. We're going to draw here.
Oh, Thancred. Oh, they're all here, yeah. Is that... No, just my imagination. Oh, pay no attention to me. 'Tis a habit from my misspent youth, looking over my shoulder from time to time. It's a banquet, so there'll definitely be food. But will there also be dancing? And if there is, will it be before or after the food? Dancing on a full stomach is no fun. But neither is being hungry. What to do? I do hope Ida is not under the impression that we are here to make merry. We are ostensibly in the antecedents escort, after all. Oh, let her have some snacks. If I did not know better, I should think our bard had run afoul of another jilted lover.
Thancred.
He's not a bard. He's a rogue. Was he a bard in 2.0 because rogues hadn't been added yet?
I think they call him Bard just as a way of saying that he's a flirt.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The
We have been...
D&D kind of bad.
Yeah. We have been waiting for you, Lore. The celebration is due to begin shortly. I had hoped that we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momody just sent word that you are needed at the quicksand. But the party... Oh. Oh, I gotta actually talk to her again. Whoops. We will go on ahead, Lore. Pray, join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved. Hopefully it's important. Give my regards to Momody, and let her know that I will call upon her anon. All right, pray return to the quicksand.
Momody's great. She's probably my favourite of the Adventurer Guild tutorial NPCs.
Yeah, she's the one who seems to have the most personality. Like, the other two are just kind of there, and then there's Momody.
Iramist Felis Silva. There's a name and a half. I appreciate you dropping in on such short notice, Lore. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with a crystal brave by the name of Alianne, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Well, anyway, she came round for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give you a message. Said if the others ended up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got it before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of the Coffer and Coffin. There's something I must show you. A short message, I'll grant you, but she thought long and hard before picking those words. Barely touched her food, too. Under other circumstances, I'd have thought those signs of a troubled heart, but something tells me she ain't planning to ask your thoughts on a gentleman caller.
Oh, for me I got, she ain't planning to confess her undying love.
Casual heteronormativity. Alright, the Coffin and Coffer in central Thanaland. Da, 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 da.
To be fair, no Mamori, she probably intricately knows her patron's sexualities at this point. She's a bit of a busybody.
We're going to have another dead crystal brave in a moment. Let's find out. As you stand upon the platform, your thoughts begin to wander, and all too soon the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to file by your mind's eye in solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but see no sign of Alianne. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the chatter of Kikiern and the buzzing of Syrphids, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head, only to notice the vial lying at your feet. Lore, is that you? What brings you out this way?
I wonder if they have different wording there if you're playing as an Aura, since you don't actually have ears as well.
There's a thought. Lieutenant Alianne? Why, no, I haven't seen her about. Haven't you now? Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed this spot a dozen times. We're to patrol the city's environs on account of the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand. Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be with the other honored guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. Aye, pray return to Old Lore. If I chance to meet the lieutenant, I will tell her you were here.
Pray return to the quicksands.
She's dead, and you and your buddies killed her, didn't you? Oh, she's got a Moogle and Chocobo doll in her bed.
Hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ool has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Oh, am I going to get teleported back to Ul'dah? No. Okay. I'm just a long ways away from where I was, apparently. Alright. That's one way to get me away from the plot happening.
Yeah, you're not that far away. You just a couple meters.
Marcus Aurelius, cute. Belilza. That's probably a Gilbot.
Probably.
I showed you that screenshot that one time, and
Of
Gilbots-
the million Lalafels under the world.
Yeah, because like what the Gilbots do is they make a Lala, and it's always a default Lala because you're not going to waste time with character creator. It's like they make Lalas probably because they're shorter, and that makes it easier for them to do some clipping tricks. And then they all congregate in this one spot underneath the map.
On my server, they usually default here's. They used to be a lot more explicit before they started cracking down harder on them, to the point where you'd see them literally running through the sky in a procession of like 50 Gilbots, just flying south for the winter.
Hi, Oxyton. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy D&D.
Hi again.
Hello.
Yeah, do enjoy. Yeah. Also, on my server, the place that the Gilbots tended to hide the most was here in Ul'dah, inside the free company chest. So sometimes you try to access the free company chest and just end up if you clip the camera inside of it, you just see half a dozen default hears just staring out at you.
I reckoned you'd head straight to the feast after meeting with Alianne. What's the matter? No appetite? Clouded vial. Tiny glass container appears to have been used before, but to contain what, pray tell? So she wasn't there, but this was, eh? Let's see. Looks to me like an alchemist's vial, but beyond that, I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though. Any road, no use worrying about Alianne. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll soon find out what this was all in aid of. Besides, you've got more important things to think about. What if Alianne was in on it and was trying to, come clean? Would you believe that, while you were away, another message arrived for you? Well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems her grace desires a private audience. Oh! Cool. Her handmaiden will meet you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers. So what are you waiting for? Go on, then. Go!
Oh, it's so much fun.
You needn't trouble yourself so.
She poisoning her drink.
Your grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your grace is ready, I shall summon the warrior of light.
I am.
She's going to give up the Sultanaship and anoint me the new Sultana.
You know, this meeting actually just feels a little bit more meaningful if you start in Uldar, because you actually meet her in disguise.
In plain clothes, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a lot of wine bottles.
Big ones as well.
There's the
Everyone
twerp.
needs to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, Antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned.
You're not my boss.
Speaking of whom,
You're not my boss, Alphino.
She will be joining
He's just
us
like,
shortly.
I'll get my big
A matter of the
big brother
quicksand
to help
required
me,
her
or big
attention,
sister in your
but it
case.
did not sound serious.
Okay, I just saw this guy with an amazing name, and I took a screenshot of it because I wasn't sure he would be here when you were done. And sure enough, he disappeared, so here it is.
Popo Nono Pono Caprito.
Popanona Popo. Was it Popanona Pono? Captain.
Here, I'll put the screenshot in chat so they can have an attempt at pronouncing that mess.
I wonder if his favorite drink would be a Popanona Pono Caprison.
Grimjaw,
I guess the lady was waiting for us.
Thank you for coming, madam. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or, if you are ready, it would be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chambers forthwith. Upon proceeding to the Sultana's bedchamber, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Okay, well, before I do that,
this is the 45-minute long cutscene that I warned you about.
Gotcha. All right, well, before I do that, I'm going to take a quick break, go to the bathroom, and have a snack. So I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Now's the time.
Yeah.
That.
Ooh, pardon me, apologies. I had not quite so vulgar. I suppose I'll take a moment to buy a break myself. I return.
Okay, who's ready for some Uldon politics?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sounds good. Can you do me a quick favour, though?
Sure.
When you get to the first text box, it's voiced, but could you read it out loud yourself, just so I can time things up with you properly?
Sure.
Thank you.
Proceed to the Sultana's bedchamber.
Giggity.
She's a Lalafell, no giggity.
All right. Well, I forget I'm a Lalafell, so it's okay for me to say giggity.
Lalafella consenting adults.
Enter.
Enter.
Your Grace, your guest has arrived.
Pray, come in, and take your ease.
I shall. Ralpon and Merlvib and Conisena are talking to Emmerich.
'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde.
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
You're welcome.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Such noble words after the fact.
It's politicking, Alphino.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of her grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any.
To turn around and propose.
Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
Papalymo clapping half-heartedly. Okay, he's taller than that, Crystal Brave. You don't have to kneel down.
Well,
A little patronizing.
Is aught amiss?
nothing to worry about. I shall return anon.
So something is definitely amiss.
Yes, you. Meanwhile, I'm a mister.
They're going to take him hostage, aren't they?
You wished a word, Yu Hase?
Now, is Yu Hase one of the good guys or the bad guys is the question.
You may go.
Your Grace.
You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience.
A little bit, yeah.
The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion.
Hit me with it. I can take it.
I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy.
And you're telling me this, which is an interesting choice. Why tell me this first? Well, Raban knows, but why tell me? Do you expect me to take on your opponents? Because I'm muscle. Like, that's what I am. I'm a fighter. I don't have any real politicking experience or standing with the Merchant Guild. Do you intend to have me fight somebody? Or I guess I have status as the Warrior of Light? Which would grant me some authority to speak to the people, maybe? And you want me to back you?
You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate.
Oh, you are getting assassinated, like, immediately, aren't you?
'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few.
Oh, pronouncing the H in whim! There you go. There's something posh.
Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me?
You haven't really been clear as to what I'm supposed to do, so I can't really agree to that yet. Oh, the relief on her face.
Grateful. More grateful than I can.
That was a well-animated expression.
Much of my dread for the
Game's
coming
good at
days has
expressions.
been quieted.
Oh, this cup is totally poisoned. I was right. That's a fast-acting poison. Shit, I'm not a white mage. I can't cast Poisona.
Really gruesome.
That's rough.
Like, holy shit, that was well animated.
Oh, don't fake surprise, Teleji.
Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead.
Oh, that is the fakest remorse.
Poison in her wine? You did this!
Oh, fuck you!
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance.
How would I have poisoned her wine, Teleji?
I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
Yuhase is one of the bad guys. Grand.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
That's a very deep and gruff voice.
Well, you are not prepared for Yu Hase's Japanese voice.
No one is prepared for Yu Hase's Japanese voice.
Hang on, I got it. I have it in a tab already.
Yeah, he makes Darth Vader's
what
voice
do you
sound
hope to
high-pitched.
achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
Alright, I've heard his English voice.
What is the meaning of this?
Alright, let's listen to Yuhase's Japanese voice real quick.
どういうことだ。
どうもこうもご覧の通りです。そうです。すべてはエオルデ
どうも。
どうも。
Just like I said, he makes Darth Vader's voice sound high-pitched.
That's ridiculous.
Posting it in chat just so Twitch can play along.
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
I don't believe you. I think he's going to get home and discover that this was a ruse.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
I wouldn't trust these guys, Emmerich.
Oh, Commander, we must away.
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor.
Ah, yeah, he knows.
Come, Lucia.
Oh, that evil smile. Chatting somebody up, Thancred, again?
That's how he functions.
Oh, there's a battle going on in the town.
Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred,
of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
In service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You'd best come along with us.
He can take him.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
Trust in the bard.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. As you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
So how do we get out of this situation? Is Thancred gonna jailbreak me? Because I gave myself up without a fight. How do I get out of this? Alphino's out of commission. The other Scions are about to be arrested. Is Thancred going to escape and save us? That would be a good character arc turnaround for making up for him getting possessed and influenced.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity.
Listen, if I had killed her, she would have been particularly more scorched than she was.
Excellent defense. I see no reason why they wouldn't trust you.
Bring in the prisoner.
She'd either be an ash pile or encased in a block of ice. There is no in between.
I knew I didn't trust Ilbert.
This woman stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamu Ul Namo, and is suspected accessories to the crime All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
There's a k sound in accessories, Ilbert.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Oh, it ain't over, buddy.
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison her grace was found upon the assassin's person.
Oh, it was a trap! Oh!
There it is.
Oh! Oh! Fucking got me with that one.
The game's clever writing getting to you.
Mm-hmm.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded her grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh yes, I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
This cannot be.
Swift, but it didn't look merciful.
Nanamo. No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you.
Wow! Fuck you! Oh! Ooh! Oh, you son of a bitch!
It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
He's trying to provoke Raban into attacking him.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
That cocky grin.
Yup.
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
Oh, he's not even hiding it.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Wait, is he actually dead?
His legs fell forwards and his head fell backwards. What do you expect?
Ralbon's diced potatoes.
That guy got bisected.
Holy shit. Well, so much for Teleji Adeleji.
Yeah, so yeah, no, he wasn't trying to get Ralbon to attack him. He's just an idiot.
It is forbidden to draw
Like, that was not,
steel
like,
royal
it intentionally, like, trying to
chambers.
provoke him. He is just that much of an idiot.
Also, Lolorito.
And now he's two idiots.
Lolorito's voiced by Cam Clark, Liquid Snake.
You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions.
Yeah, that is definitely Cam Clark.
Love it.
You're next, you scheming bastard.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Man-law, you're almost as disarmed as Raban is.
Shut off.
You did not know how to respond to that effect.
We must leave.
Ah!
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
Kind of bleeding out here.
It's better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Raban. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls. And a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went there.
Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana?
Gee, I wonder, Ilbert.
Oh, that lighting.
It was me.
You die!
Raban's about to die. Oh shit! Well, that's a little anime.
Just a little. As a treat.
Why not, eh?
Hey! Thanks for the freedom. Alright, let's kick this guy's ass.
Not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand.
You want him regular or extra crispy?
Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
So am I going to be barred from Ul'dah for a while? Interesting.
Teddy!
Teddy!
Hey, Teddy!
Hands-off approach to this.
There you are.
He's fine. I told you Thancred would be fine.
Thancred, where have you been?
I mean...
Chatting ladies up. Where do you think he's been, Y'shtola?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Punch away, Ida.
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share Pornonimo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
I mean, we're still fine in Mordona, aren't we?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Well, fair enough.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah.
Wait, is this gonna lead into Heavensward, where we're stuck away from the main three? Interesting.
Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papa Shan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Animo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
Yeah, time to go. Time to go, guys. Oh, Edith's gonna stay behind, isn't she?
The rest of you go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself?
Papalimo's not gonna let her.
I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
Oh, well, we don't have much of a choice now.
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now. Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
You know, if you just wanted to block our pursuers, you could have done that from this side of the barricade. You know? And we could have all gotten out of here. I suppose he wants to draw their attention. Come on, Minfilia.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Oh, the Braves have taken the Rising Stones. That's a good point.
And as Milena points out, this path is circular.
That's true.
True.
They could literally just go around the gate.
Which is probably why they stayed there, to distract them long enough to make them not run around the circle.
Mm-hmm.
So who is this handmaiden? Ellie! No. Oh shit, her mask is broken! She's got eyes!
She's had eyes this whole time?
There are just too many of them.
A friend of mine was playing through and was very into Raban and being territorial about him, and I kept telling him, Raban has 2 hands, until this scene, when I said, well, I guess we'll have to fight over him now.
I mean, I suppose he always was the Sultana's right-hand man.
That's mean.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
All right, now hop over the balcony. Well, Ida would be fine.
This is so
Papalimo would go squish.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, the ones who
She
stand
could probably
between
catch
this
him.
realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalimo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last.
Aww. Aww.
That is a good line.
Hell yeah.
Like, you caused me no end of trouble over the years. Keep it up.
This time on Dragon Ball Z.
Let them have it, Ida.
I was hoping you'd say that.
They broke her mask just so they could do that eye-opening moment there.
Definitely. And that is the monk limit break.
Oh shit, damn. Fuck.
Final heaven.
You're right, this has been a 40-minute cutscene.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
We being followed, Y'shtola? Are we going to leave our companions behind one by one?
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
You two, go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
No, we can all get out of here, Y'shtola. Come on. Well, at least leave us the lamp, Thancred. Give it to Menphilia. I mean, she's got to have something to do, right?
Only that which is required to ensure
Oh,
that the
hush.
dawn's lights arrive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
My friends.
Oh, okay, there she goes. She has the lamp now.
Mission accomplished. Make Minfilia useful.
Without Minfilia, who would tell us to pray return to the... Say it.
Well, we're not going to pray return to the Rising Stones for a while yet.
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance?
Oh, that was a little brutal. Nice. Oh, shit! Alright, now the only light source is Y'shtola.
Now would be a good time, milady!
You realize destroying the lamp solved nothing because they can still see Y'shtola because she's the only light source left in the tunnel.
Maybe they'll trip and fall.
Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Minfilia.
Heidelin, she speaks to me.
Did she tell you to drop the lamp in the water? Because now we're without it.
She had one job!
I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me.
Why? Are you just going to wait here for them to never come? The place is caved in, Minfilia. They're not going to be following us through this pathway.
Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm.
Okay, Heidelin, what the hell is the point of making Minfilia stay behind here?
As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness.
I mean, I'm all about that, but why are you being made to stay behind? It's not like you'll get in my way.
'Tis the only
Right? Minfilia, what the hell are you doing? Heidelin. Come on. Alright, where the hell did I come out? In the desert. That does not narrow it down because we're in Ul'dah. Okay, if you were looking for me, how the fuck did you find me?
I am glad to see you.
Oh, Alphino!
I mean, you're
What
tall.
of the others?
Wait. Hang on. Either this is an imposter or Yuhase was... A triple agent.
Damn that man! Teleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
Who is this barbarian next to you?
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Triple question mark. With another voice that doesn't sound like it should come out of a Lalafell.
He's a honorable mention.
You have actually seen this guy before, but I'm betting you forgot where. I'm going to give you a minute to figure it out.
I do recognize Vermont.
I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took.
He's exactly Brent for me.
Anyway.
How the hell did you guys find me? Oh, okay. Table that question. We gotta get the hell out of here.
Let's not
Oh, that has an entirely different meaning for me. To table something in British language is to make it the current topic rather than it's the exact opposite.
Huh. Minda, you're American. Am I using it wrong?
No, that's
no.
Well, yeah.
That's what it means in America?
Interesting.
Interesting.
It means the complete opposite thing for some reason.
It actually apparently it once nearly caused an international incident during World War II when both parties wanted the same thing, but because they were both using the term table, they just started arguing with each other. It's like
that's kind of funny.
That is pretty neat.
There's another word that means the opposite between the two, right? Like in English, it means like.
In English, you say you shelve it. In American English, I mean.
We'd also say shelve it here as well, too.
I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Ul'dah.
Thank you,
Likely needed a
Schrodinger's
helping hand getting away.
How did Alice say no?
Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold,
Probably Urianger.
Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
And who might you be, young sir?
Yeah, who the hell is that? Is that Wedge? That can't be Wedge. What? Who? Hello?
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames.
I probably have seen you before, but you're right. I don't recognize him at all.
Okay, so remember during the anniversary event, the portrait of the Sultana 7?
Uh-huh. Vaguely.
He was one of them, yeah.
Huh.
It was like that great picture of the Sultana with all of the Cocos and the Paladin guy and Pippin right here.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, he is one of the big heroes of Ul'dah. And you are meeting him for the first time officially now.
Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles.
Because he doesn't show up until right after Raubon's arm comes off. I'm just like, oh, okay, Raubon reproduced via mitosis.
This is just Raubon's arm. His arm came to life. He's so big that his arm was an entire Lalafell.
Raubon's not really he's just like seven
Lalafells stacked together in a giant Lalafell Zord.
The blame plainly lies with the Monitarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me. But for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. It was only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation. But in the end...
No, Alphino, this is not your fault.
'Twas I who needed saving.
I mean, he did make a paramilitary organization that staged a coup.
Okay, maybe it's a little his fault.
Everyone I see play through this game when Alphino starts assembling the Crystal Braves is like, why are we letting a 16-year-old have an army? And I have to hold myself back from saying, well, it doesn't end up good.
Them soldiers will keep searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Ul'dah and get the lay of the land. Maybe provide a distraction if need be.
Okay, I'm seeing Bremont on your screen, Brent on my screen. It's like...
the timeline is collapsing.
Are they saying the exact same thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like we've got version exclusives.
You three wait here. Help will be along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. All right, let's go.
Okay. I'm going to put a flag in the link shell chat. If you click on that.
I'll click on it in a moment once Central Thanalan finishes loading. Okay. Clicked on it.
See where that flag is?
Yes.
That's where we got out. Schrodinger's triplet only took us like half a mile.
Wow.
I'm sure he just ran all the way around the edge of the Ul'dah map just to distract the soldier.
And that took us all night.
Yep.
That took us all night to get here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is a thing in MMOs that like distances don't really add up in any realistic way. Like Thanalan actually is like a vast desert that probably should take you days to traverse. But in-game, that would suck. So in-game, you can get from one end of Fairyland to the other in like 5 minutes, just by like walking.
I know why they left us here. We traveled the whole of the desert looking for a place where we had a friendly Eft to protect us.
Yeah, there you go.
We've got a Clodsire.
But yeah, like looking at the map in-game like that, it's a little silly.
Yeah. How could I have been so blind? Yeah, that legit took almost an hour. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I told you. Well, I was not exaggerating.
I'm not complaining. It was good. I'm just surprised.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in segments like that in the future, they are better about interspersing gameplay in long sequences like that, so that's not just the movie. But, you know, it's a hell of a way to send off ARR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye, friendly NPCs.
Yeah.
The most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he lent us aid without a moment's hesitation or any hint of concern for his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Yep, I do that to people. Father spoke often of you, Lore, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not at all how I envisioned it. All your friends are dead again? No, Ida and Papa Limo got out. They blew up the troops and ran away. I believe. Master Alphino, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Lore are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Tarapin, but Alphino, my boy! Sorry to keep you waiting! Oh, hey! I was wondering when Cid would show up. Cid, what are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire, as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly? Then he is no merchant, but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? Listen, you're cool, and I look forward to becoming friends with you, Pippin. But you met us like 2 hours ago. We're not friends yet. I hid the Enterprise, but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monetarists and the Crystal Braves. Oh, tell me we're not going to Catholic France. Kurthus. Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. Womp womp indeed. That settles it. With me, everyone. Not I fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Ul'dah to the Monetarists and their cronies. You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, both here and in the other city-states, but know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and her allies, no matter what the Monetarists claim. Marshal Tarapin...
Everybody in the three...
Go on.
Everybody in the three main cities is like, if I see the Warrior of Light, no, I didn't.
Yeah. It's a funny thing because it's clear, because like on the hand, it's just them like lampshading to like, because like if you literally couldn't go into the three cities for this little stretch of the MSQ, the game would be a little bit unplayable.
Yeah.
And like, so they clearly had to like hand wave that problem away. On the other hand, like if you like go around actually talking to the guards and NPCs and they explain why they're not attacking you, it becomes kind of wholesome because like everybody finds one excuse or another. So it's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. They're like if you talk to various Crystal Braves guarding, some of them will say, "I still believe in you. I'm not part of this." Some of them will say, I should be arresting you, but you're the Warrior of Light. I am not that fucking stupid.
The respect on my name.
Yeah, and some people are just like, yeah, I know the charges are shit. I'm not going to. You're not going to be allowed into the Rising Stones for the next little while. And the guard in front of the Rising Stones is just like, yeah, I know this is bullshit. I still can't let you in, though. Sorry.
Yeah. Marshal Tarapin, I know not what to say. Now that father would labor to believe. But enough talk. Have at you. You must go, Master Alphino. Your airship awaits. I remember another guard saying that even trying to arrest you would start a riot and do even more damage. That's probably true.
Yeah.
Plus, who's to say that the monetarists are immediately going to announce the death of the Sultana? Stability and all that.
God, poor Nanamo. Up, up! There's no rest for the righteous.
Nanamo said, fuck capitalism just a little too loud in the capitalist country.
Yeah.
Pretty
and
much.
they hadn't figured out the whole, capitalism absorbs critiques of it into itself thing yet, so...
Yeah, I mean, she's my favourite of the three leaders.
In Limsa and Gridania, Kane and Merlvib were there and they could tell that this was a setup. Thank God they're not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's just gonna leave us? Thanks for the ride, I guess?
I suppose it might be a bit suspicious if the airship is found, like, around here and all that.
We should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Harshfall. Mayhap he will know what to do. Oh, that dejected walk.
Alphino depression moments.
Yeah.
Now imagine if they just dumped you back out at Ulta. We're like, okay, go to Kurth's house.
Like, you get the airship and it takes you another half mile. Hi, Harshfall.
And after that whole big dramatic reveal, I see Danny come riding in on a goddamn corgi.
Hi, Harshfall. I'm wanted for high treason. Can you do me like a solid?
And then here's your mouth. Woof, woof.
Master Alphino told me your tale, Lore. It warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. 'Twould be best if I explained in full.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault. And 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper.
Excuse me, it's pronounced wyvern.
The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion
Ah,
prompted
Realm
orders
Reborn
to
voice
further
actor.
strengthen the
I don't
guard
really
and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard.
So I'm not getting into Catholic France, then, is what you're saying.
As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished.
Okay, time to go kill some Dargans. Got it.
But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such.
How long were you thinking of what to call it, Harshfon? How long did it take you to settle on the Falling Snows?
He's
been daydreaming about that since he met you.
Will receive no aid from House Forton.
Yeah, but unfortunately he's probably been thinking of it being in his bed chambers rather than an official base.
Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions.
The rest of my companions? Hello.
'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome
there are
the warmth
half-naked
of
guys doing squats in the background. This is not conducive to drama.
Is Harshfont ever conducive to drama? Let's be real.
He's a sweetheart.
Bolshafon's so nice.
Greetings,
He's
madam.
just a guy that has a big crush on you.
Yeah.
Best bro.
Shall I show you inside? Is this Harshfont's bedchamber? Upon proceeding to the intercessory, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Again. It is recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. How long is this one gonna be? This will give me 10,000.
This one's only going to be like 5 minutes. It's nothing.
Oh, okay.
Before the dawn.
He was thinking about it since he first saw my bunny booty. Tataru!
Hey!
Yeah! Yeah!
I'm starting to think that
Scion is here.
I'm starting to think that she might be starting to enter your charts of best Final Fantasy characters. Period.
Everybody loves Tataru.
Yeah.
Alphino?
We may have lost. We lost most of the Scions, but the one we really needed.
Aww.
She is still here.
Alphino? Lore? Is it really you? I'm so happy that you are.
Oh, the wet on her eyes.
Yeah. I tried contacting Menphilia and the others, but no one would respond. And then Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Flamin told me to run, and so I did. I ran and I ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached. But I lost my way, and then... Fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Hey, it's the Doma lady, whose name I have forgotten because I haven't talked to her in like 2 months. Ah, she's got her hood off!
Yay.
How much of a surprise was this to people? The first
probably
reveal.
None whatsoever, because we'd seen promo art of what Uraz looked like by then.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay, that's
Although
less exciting.
She does have she does have unique horns, unique face scales, and the pink touch on her horns are unique as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah,
cool.
like this is the official in-game reveal of what Uraz looked like, but it would have been like in the promotional material by then.
I wish more things like this just sprang surprises on people. Like,
yeah,
we do get quite a few surprises. Don't worry.
Yeah, we that does happen, but like something like this, because like Ura was a new player race for Heavensward, so of course they were showing people what it looked like to get people excited for it.
True. Yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after Yugiri found me, is it Yugiri or Yugiri? Yugiri, okay.
Japanese pronunciation.
We traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Urianger. When we told him what had happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the waking sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. Oh, nobody ever told the Crystal Braves about that.
Ah.
The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Urianger started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh?
Yeah.
Sorry, where was I? Oh, yes, so we waited there at the Waking Sands, hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for the other Scions even as we speak, but we have met with no success as yet. I had hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. But you should know, the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. I can take 'em. I don't know why I just surrendered to 5 schlubs.
You were in shock, I suppose.
Fair enough. That was a pretty shocking death. Poor Nanamo.
Yeah. Just seeing her choking from the poison.
Be that as it may, we yet have cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that the others could have done so as well. Well, I'm pretty sure Ida and Papalimo got away, and I'm not so sure about Thancred and Y'shtola, who were apparently all about the self-sacrifice. But Minfilia is not coming back. Like, I don't know why. I don't know what bullshit Heidelin fed her to get her to do that, but Minfilia's out of the running. You may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts, and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the Scions restored to their rightful place of honor. Oh, that's some pixelated-ass wood.
I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves, and even the Scions themselves, as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve?
No, your goal was good, man. This is a pretty big misstep, but the goal was good.
Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos.
Wait, hang on. Remind me, what did we do with Louisoix's staff? Do I have it, or did Minfilia?
Minfilia had it, I believe.
Did she carry it with her, or did she leave it in her office?
It wasn't in the case last time we saw it, I don't think.
Okay. So at least, well, the Ascians will be able to track her down eventually, but at least we don't have to worry about that immediately.
How are you liking Sam Riegel's performance here?
I love it. I've always liked Sam Riegel as Alphinaud.
You are old. It isn't Sam Riegel anymore. No, I'm joking. It's still Sam.
It was all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
They're going to have to find somebody really good to replace Sam Riegel as Alphinaud for me to be satisfied.
It'll probably be jarring at first, but he really is a good Alphinaud.
I'm glad he gets to have such a strong performance as this exit, you know.
Yo, kid, have some ale. You've earned it. It's about...
So, Master Alphinaud, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you?
Yeah. In fact, Colin Ryan gives some of my favourite performances in this game.
What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
We already established that we can go back to the Waking Sands, at least.
Alphinaud,
I don't think Ulva would be receptive of us sitting in one of their port towns.
Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard.
We've already established they won't let us in, Tataru. Oh, you weren't there for that. Never mind.
Minfilia told me many times.
I do not like cold. I like a Realm Reborn Tataru's voice.
Despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight.
Yeah, Realm Reborn Tataru is pretty on par with the rest of the Realm Reborn. Sam Riegel's voice is a standout because he's like an actual voice actor who's top tier, as opposed to the rest of these guys who are not.
Less pulled down by a lack of good voice direction.
Yeah.
Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
Oh, she's crying again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orshfon.
Orshfon? Have I been saying it wrong?
Orshfon is correct.
Well, shit.
'Tis true that Eorzea yet
French
has her
Catholics.
guardians.
Fan nickname is
Scions
Horse
have
Fondant.
achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
And this time Tataru's coming with us. Wait, is it credits time?
Yeah,
oh shit! Hey, that's 2.55. A Realm Reborn completed.
Yep.
Yeah, every expansion plays the credits twice. Once at the end of the .0 expansion, the stuff that came out of the box day one when the expansion came out, and again on the very last quest before entering the next expansion.
Yes.
So you are officially done with A Realm Reborn. We still have like a million dungeons to do, but like that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
And as before, you can skip the credits without missing any plot.
Yeah, but I customarily talk about the game I've just played when the credits roll.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts?
I haven't changed much of my opinion on A Realm Reborn since the last time we watched the credits. I think that wait, Nanamo's Aaron Fitzgerald? As in Chie Aaron Fitzgerald?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. So the story, well, the intrigue at the end of the 2.x patches is really good. I was wondering how that was going to turn out, and it'll be pretty interesting to see where we go from here. I am intrigued. It's a sharp uptick in quality story-wise. Very quickly. Yeah. Pippin was Max Middleman?
I don't know that name.
Max Middleman is Ryuji.
Oh.
And Red 13.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Keep getting distracted by the actual credits.
Hey, we're talking about the game.
Yeah.
The end of 2.x was a sharp uptick in story quality that I hope that you guys assure me that the game maintains. That I hope the game maintains, because that got very good very quickly, but only at the very end. It was a slow ramp up from 2.0, which had a high point at the end, which was awesome. Then it kind of took a little dip at the start of 2.x, and a slow ramp up in 2.x, and then a sharp vertical cliff going up in the final hour and a half of 2.x.
Yes.
Yeah, well, the reason for that dip in 2.0, because as we previously described, like, they went back and fixed the ending to 2.0, because originally that whole sequence kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Law, the current point, the current point that you are right now, quality-wise, that from what you've just seen, is a valley.
Yeah.
So you guys keep saying, I believe you.
Yeah, well, so you guys keep saying, I keep telling them to shut up about it.
I chilled out on it. I'm just vibing.
That's what Daddy keeps saying.
I know, this is the first time I've said it in a while.
I will say that something I really liked personally about the patch content for Realm Reborn is when Shiva's theme exploded into like Fem Rock, I was like, oh, this game's gonna do some cool shit with its music, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't heard anything, like, the music is good, but I haven't heard much so far that's super standout. It kind of largely fades together. And okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm going to compare this to a couple of other games. First is Dragon Quest XI. Second is Final Fantasy VII Remake, which are opposite ends of opposite extremes on a scale of music that I like to talk about. Where Dragon Quest XI, the game wants you to pay attention to the music at all times. It's over-orchestrated, excited, constantly in your face music. And it's just kind of okay, but it's clearly made for orchestra and not for video game. And so the game trying to distract you with the music degrades the quality of both the music and the game as a whole. On the other extreme, you have Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is like Final Fantasy XIV, full of orchestral, interesting pieces, but they're so exquisitely tailor-made to underpin what's going on. You're not supposed to pay attention to the music, but you do anyway, because it fits with what's going on. It dovetails with the action and makes the action better. And it's the exact opposite of what happens with Dragon Quest XI.
Yeah.
This game, I would say, falls on the Final Fantasy VII Remake side of the scale, but the music so far is... it's just good, right? Like...
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like... And again, I know I'm doing the same thing I keep yelling at Danny for, but like... just to like put things in perspective, when you were talking about how much you loved the Garuda theme, I forgot what that sounded like, because our music is like so far back in the background compared to the tracks from this game that I actually remember and love.
It's not even on most people's top 100.
So like we're not there yet.
Yeah.
We're not ready to talk about music yet.
Yeah, I will
all
say
I'm
that
say on that subject.
Right now, the music is very unnotable, but I would describe what it ends up being is basically like, what if someone just decided to get a little bit crazy with it and just do whatever the fuck they wanted and somehow managed to make it good as hell.
Oh yeah.
That's basically the place it ends up being ultimately.
Yeah. So yeah,
What
it's
if
like
you
we'll
rolled up to
talk
a boss
music.
fight
It's
and
like
you were
there will
like,
be time to talk about all that later.
Yeah.
I like several of the tracks, but I haven't found something that I would put on repeat. Right? Like, you've seen me using the Descendant of Shinobi theme from the battle version of it from Intermission.
Yeah.
As my lead-in music for Final Fantasy games for a while, because A, I really like it and I put it on repeat, and B, I haven't really found something to replace it with as a Final Fantasy XIV track that I think makes for good intro repetitive music.
Yeah.
There are good tracks, but nothing that I really think like, it's all either ambient music that isn't really hype up music like I want my intro theme to be. Like, I really like the Kurthus theme, or at least the I think it's the daytime Kurthus theme, and I like a couple other tracks, but not more than what I was already using. Anyway, I'm harping on about the music. The music's good, but it's just good.
Yeah.
Story.
I think this is when they still have Uematsu as the main composer.
We've got a blend of Uematsu and Serkan at this point.
Ah, okay. Sorry, Lord, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine. We're talking about the game.
Yeah.
Part of the dynamic with you guys on call with me is you telling me things about the game, and me listening to you explain Final Fantasy XIV, which I think is a great dynamic, and I encourage you to not be ashamed of it.
Yeah.
And I like having things explained to me. I like listening to people explain things. But yeah, music is good. Story is okay. The voice acting is...
Well, the voice acting is irrelevant because the entire cast is about to get replaced.
Yeah, that'll be...
As soon as we stop talking about it right now.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, we would like.
As soon as the credits end, the voice acting commentary is irrelevant.
Yeah.
we would like you to pick up the very first quest of Heavensward just to see reaction.
Okay.
Oh, and also before we call the stream, it would be good if you were to watch the opening for Heavensward.
I was already planning to. I can do that from the main menu, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my plan. I was either going to do it to start off next stream with the start of Heavensward or at the end of this stream. But if you guys want me to watch it at the end of this stream, I will.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's something that I realized while I was watching that hour-long cutscene. And we talked about how the game gets better about letting you do things between cutscenes later. And when you said that, I thought to myself, but that's worse. Like,
It does both.
Yeah, like, I found the extended story experience of that hour-long cutscene to be better than breaking it up with me walking across town over and over again between cutscenes.
Well, no, that's not what I mean. I don't mean that. I don't mean breaking up the cutscenes by walking across town. I mean breaking up cutscenes with like actual gameplay, with like fights and shit.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Content.
Like, I can think of there are some specific moments in that sequence that stand out in my mind. It's like, okay, here's if this sequence were redesigned today, this is what they would do here. This is what they would do here. This is what they would do here. And I'm not going to spoil that because that's going to like tell you the whole game design for things that are going to happen.
Yeah.
That are like cool surprises when they do pop up.
Also, Lore, if you like watching cutscenes, oh boy.
I like story-driven games.
Good, because oof.
I mean,
I was shown a screenshot of the list of videos for all voiced cutscenes in A Realm Reborn, in Heavensward, in Stormblood, in Shadowbringers, and Endwalker. There are 16 hours of voiced cutscenes in Endwalker.
No, that was Shadowbringers.
What?
Endwalker's got that list only went up to Shadowbringers. Endwalker has more.
Shadowbringers has 9.5. Endwalker has nearly 16. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it did have Endwalker.
But that's just pre-patch Endwalker content.
Yeah.
Yeah. It like the budget clearly went up.
Yeah.
Which is good because apparently 14 is like the biggest moneymaker for Square Enix right now.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's the biggest moneymaker to the point where it like kind of warps the whole country, the whole company around it.
Yeah,
and like if you follow Square Enix news, they keep trying to make another moneymaker as big as Final Fantasy XIV, and they keep failing. And
yeah,
that's like a big reason why they do a lot of stupid decisions.
Are we talking about like their AAA main series games, or are we talking about them trying to make another Final Fantasy XIV? Because I imagine Final Fantasy VII Remake and soon to be Final Fantasy XVI are going to make them money hand over fist.
Yeah.
But it's an MMO, so you can't.
The thing is, like, these are games that you probably never heard of, but like, it's like they keep trying to make these big multiplayer recurring revenue things, and they keep flopping spectacularly.
Yeah, the development of 7 Remake and 16 have been funded by Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when you're playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's really good. Don't forget to say thank you. Final Fantasy XIV.
All right. Any more thoughts before we skip ahead to the credits?
Let me think for a sec.
My thoughts is seeing how they reworked a lot of 14, like a lot of A Realm Reborn. I think they've brought A Realm Reborn to the point where it's not as much of a like, well, you have to tolerate this situation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
I will say, if the rework of the final fight of 2.0 is anything to go by, I am excited to see the dramatic staging of the rest of the game.
Yeah,
like the Ultima fight into the Thancred fight.
Yeah, that is a very good indication of what the modern game is designed to like.
Yeah.
I do think Moonbrita suffers from the stuff they cut out, though. Like, we didn't have her for very long in the modern version of the game, and they had her arc wasn't like period.
Yeah.
Like her arc wasn't, because we got stuff in the eulogy for her from Urianger that would have been better to see her express herself. Instead, she was just kind of fun and peppy and entertaining to play off of the other Scions, and then she died.
And like she humanizes Urianger a little bit, because you realize it's like, oh, he's not just a robot. He is actually capable of making friends if they insist on it.
He's just very attracted to butch women.
Yeah.
Just like
same, Urianger. Same.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Moonbreather dying. That's one of those things where it is like, yes, I'm sad because a character like died. But like, no, I disagree. This is a bad story choice.
Yeah,
there was more
like
you could do with this character, and now she's dead, and that's the end of that. And
I
it's like,
think.
Okay, well.
I think I would be okay with the death if they hadn't cut her arc out.
Yeah.
Like.
A little bit.
Moonbreather didn't get much even before the quest cut? The story wasted her? Well, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, like, I was thinking about that because, like, I didn't play, like, the original uncut ARR because I was playing World of Warcraft at the time.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine that would have helped much with Moonbreather. But, yeah. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, she got fridged. It hurts worse when a good character gets fridged than when a nothing character gets fridged.
I've been spending the past, 15 to 20 minutes trying to understand what the hell is going on in this illustration.
Well, we've got Bahamut. We've got, oh, no, too late. I can't see it. It's gone.
Oh, I know what it is. It's from the special edition. It's an artistic representation of Heidelin with the original jobs on it.
Oh, cool.
I think I remember seeing that promo material.
Realm Reborn limited edition art. Let's see if I can find it. Here we are.
And I can't wait till I get to Metal Gear Solid 4 and have an hour-long cutscene where the game shuts off from going to sleep.
There it is for you. It's in the.
Oh yeah, that was just straight up the cover art.
Yeah, it's also got Bahamut and Gaius.
Oh, Gaius is on his side. That's what's going on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Gaius is doing his best Golden Deer impression.
All right. Well, those I think are my my thoughts on the game. You guys want to watch the Meteor Survivor credits again? Oh, okay. The credits are coming to an end. Perfect timing.
We can just skip the last whatever this is.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it'll just roll into the Meteor Survivor again. We'll have to skip those two. Oh, no.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
What was that grunt of frustration?
And that's the last time we hear Cam Clark's voice.
What an ignominious final line.
I know, right?
Nah. Oh, it's these motherfuckers again. Alright. Your buddy's dead. How do you feel about that? Nabriales is no more. The ardor was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then. The earth is fertile, and the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation, unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. Who's this? What? What? I have answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make thine intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star.
Rianjay turned Lore into a bird there for a second.
What the fuck?
Art thou fucking kidding mine?
Say what you will about Ishgard, its architecture is kind of fantastic.
Oh, absolutely.
That was a shocker. Oh, hey, what's up, Midgard Stormer?
Minigard.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond.
Oh, Midi. I have no illusions about what awaits me in there.
Delusion, despair, death.
Got a deep voice for someone so cute.
Thou shalt find naught else here.
Hey, Midi. I like your stubby little hands. They're very cute. How do you feel about that, Midi? I choose to believe that my Warrior of Light is just constantly giving him shit.
Complimenting him backhandedly constantly.
To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north. Their hearts filled with hope and eyes fixed heavensward.
Title drop.
Hey.
The achievement is my left arm? What? Oh, that's mean. Oh, man. Okay, Tataru, you're the most important thing here.
You might have seen people running around with it, like, there's a title, I don't remember when in MSQ you get it, but there is a title that is Rabon's left arm. I don't remember when you get it, but it is just like something you get on the story later. Yeah. You have become Rabon's trusted ally. You have become Rabon's left arm.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes.
No matter how long it takes, I have faith we will find the others. With Lady Ugiri's shinobi, Urianjay's intelligence, and my versatility. There's nothing we cannot do. What about Alphino? Have you got any compliments for Alphino? He could use one.
Alphino's unbridled confidence. Oh.
Wow, this is going to give me 46,000 EXP. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since you had a quest with leveling experience.
Yeah.
All right, new voice acting time.
Colin Ryan, I've missed you.
The dawn's light will shine again.
That's so weird!
So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything.
You're right. I am very struggling to adjust.
Yeah. Yeah, Alphanos is the worst one because the voice is so different and it hits you right away.
Yeah, there is cutscene and then cutscene. One then the other. Like, it's...
Ugh.
He is excellent in the role, it's just, it's very jarring.
Yeah. It's especially jarring because Sam Riegel was really good as Alphino.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if he were a replacement for somebody who was, like, on par with the quality of the rest of Realm Reborn's voice acting, I wouldn't bat an eye, but he's replacing somebody I really liked in the role.
Yeah.
Give him a chance, he will warm up to you.
Yeah.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefon.
Orchefon sounds the same.
He is.
Yeah, Horshfon actually is the same.
He's the same voice actor?
Yeah, his voice was added late enough that that he just had the same accent. They'd already made the transition to the new studio.
Oh.
Yeah.
Same with Amaric and Lucia.
But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yeah, that's nice, Orsh. When is Tataru going to get to speak? I must hear her. Me, pick me, she says.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmont has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortan. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
Ah, so Wishguard is the Heavensward area.
Yep. We're about to get adopted.
Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed.
All right, let's return to the falling snows then.
Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
That's why Urion J stayed at the Waking Sands. He couldn't pass the wards! Oh! Speak, Tataru! Pray, hold your silence no longer.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend
When the depression hits so hard, your voice changes.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here.
Say more than that. I need to judge your voice, Tataru.
I know, right?
And there's the quest accepted jingle for Heavensward.
Yep.
Alright, let's talk to Tataru and Alphino and then quit to the main menu and watch the Heavensward trailer.
You'll want to exit this room because this room does not give you rest of the for some stupid reason.
Oh, okay. They say
Not
the
that
wind...
it really matters because you're way over leveled anyway, but...
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
It bugs me when I don't leave the game in rested XP zones.
Gotcha. They say the winds can be rather fierce on the steps of faith. Be sure to wrap up before we go. No, we're ending here, Milena, and starting Heavensward next stream. Oh, Heiko! I didn't even process that was you. How's it going? Not at all the circumstances under which I had hoped to visit Ishgard for the first time, but so be it. Alright, let's... I'll pick it up from Harsh Fawn and then leave this room.
Okay, yeah.
Gotcha.
I must go on ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names, and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then... I'll leave the intercessory.
Desperate Oshvan.
Alright, let's quit out. Milena's AFK. We've been doing this for so long.
Yeah, I've been like fidgeting, which is why you've been hearing me with my keyboard routinely, because I'm just like running around in circles out here.
Can you do a countdown when you're about to click on the demo so I can watch it at the same time?
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, who's up here? Who is this? Whole expansion in Elfland. Those are some good-ass graphics.
Yeah, they are.
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, this guy. When the fuck are we gonna meet this guy? Oh no, we have to watch Nanamo die again!
In HD!
Oh no!
HD?
Well,
okay,
this
that was...
guy is like a stand-in for the player character.
yeah, Meteor Survivor. He's just a representation used in cutscenes.
Oh, he's not a character?
No.
Huh.
He's us, sort of.
People call him the Derplander?
Yeah, he's the default Highlander.
Oh, that's a funky Dargan. Oh, thanks for warming me up. It's so cold out here. Oh, who pinged him from up above? Why does that dragon have tits? Oh, hi. Shit. What's the name of the Azure Dragoon?
Estinian?
Estinian. I knew it started with eh.
I think those are his arms, by the way, not tits.
Well, they looked like bulbous protrusions. No, you're letting all the warm air out.
Look at that architecture. It's gorgeous.
Hell yeah. Very small city. Hey, high def Garland.
Now with beard.
Oh yeah, the only time he doesn't have a beard is 1.0. And the next bit of music
is... Ramon's getting scraggly.
There's lyrics in this song right now are in dragon language.
Oh, nice.
They've got a conlang. These and some evenings, our slumber disturbed, for example. That last line is vengeance will be ours.
So, does Amano do all of the expansion logos?
I believe so.
Nice. Derflander goes for a job change from warrior to dragoon. Nice.
Yeah. And he was an archer in 1.0's cutscene.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. Welcome to the Dragoon expansion. So this is why you guys wanted me to do Dragoon before I got all that far.
Well, yeah, there's context.
Well, mostly it was for the Estinian reveal that you got to last week.
Fair enough.
Because like Estinian actually acknowledges you as a.
Yeah, but there is context for Heavensward content.
Yeah. And yes, there is also the fact that the Dragoon storyline gives you a whole lot of context for all of the shit that you're about to get deep into.
Yeah. That was a good decision. Thanks for pushing me to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So...
And here's the Heavensward title screen.
Yeah, it's badass. I wish it would default to this instead of always going to Endwalker.
Yeah.
I do too.
Okay,
and
so...
I'm not... I believe the menu playing the Heavensward theme instead of the Endwalker theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's going to be it for Final Fantasy XIV for today.
Alrighty.
That... Man, what a good ending to A Realm Reborn. I like it. Poor Nanamo. Yeah. She was great. I'm kind of sad we don't get to see more of her. I will have to do an Ul'dah start character at some point so I can see the early Nanamo quest.
Definitely.
Definitely.
That's going to be it for today. In a couple of hours, I'm going to be watching the Royal Rumble with my buddy Sean. So, I can't really stream anything else today. Tomorrow will be more Dead Space. I am enjoying the hell out of Dead Space. It's so good. We'll probably be doing that for a few days, because I can't imagine that with my anxiety I'll take it in more than like 3-hour chunks. And I'm only in Chapter 3 of 12 so far, 3 hours in.
Is it a shot remake or is it a reimagining?
It's a full remake. It's extremely faithful to the original, but rooms are slightly remixed. Everything's recognizable, which is fantastic, but all the rooms have been slightly redesigned. Some
cutscenes have been changed significantly.
Yeah. Isaac's much more chatty, and he takes some of the lines that other characters spoke in the original game.
Yeah, 'cause he's not a silent protagonist anymore.
Yeah. The gameplay has been revamped, rebalanced, and rebuilt from the ground up. The graphics are great, even though I'm playing on the lowest graphical settings because my computer's a piece of shit. I'm so glad the game will actually run while streaming on my computer. I was worried
Yeah.
So yeah, tomorrow's going to be Dead Space. Monday will also be Dead Space. Tuesday's going to be a live blogging day. We'll see how the rest of the week shakes out. I'm going to be playing Dead Space until it's done as my personal game, which means I'm probably going to lock off the first 4 days of February from patrons picking games for those days. I will have the schedule up for next month in the next few days as I get the patrons nailing down their dates in order of when they patronized. If you would like to get a game that I play, go ahead to my Patreon and pick a game. I will welcome the money and the game choice. So yeah, I'll have the schedule pinned. I'll make an announcement of the schedule in stream announcements, and I'll do an ad everyone once the initial schedule is nailed down, and I'll update the schedule throughout the month as I decide on what games to play aside from the patron picks. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.
Ciao for now.
Bye-bye.